Welcome back to the show. Hope your Sunday's treating you well. And maybe you're thinking of something to do with the kids today, given that it is freezing cold outside. And not much is funnier. I'm sure most of us have experienced this in our lives. Not much is funnier than the first time a kid realizes that a fart is funny. And I'm apologizing right now if I'm offending anyone by using that word, but come on, everybody does it. And I know for parents of little boys and girls, the potty talk can be tiresome, especially when you get to that 5-6-year-old age, and kind of problematic when it's brought up in inappropriate situations. But there is a place in town where, fair to say, no fart is off limits, no snot is left unpicked, no barf is left unhurled. How's that for an intro? Jeff McCarran is with the Discovery Center in Halifax, joins me on the line right now to explain why I just used all of those somewhat semi-profane words. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Erin. Thanks for having me.
So, Grossology, that's what I was getting at. That sounds gross, but I bet the kids love it.
That's right. It's really no surprise that kids like to ask those inappropriate, maybe somewhat offensive questions around the dinner table. And adults are finding that maybe they don't know the answers or they're too embarrassed to talk about it. But bring them down to the Discovery Center, and we've got all kinds of interesting and disgusting things they can learn about.
So, and the whole exhibit, it was inspired by a book, right?
It is. It's by an author named Sylvia Branzi. It's a very popular, very top-selling book series. It's got Grossology, Grossology and Me, and Animal Grossology, and it's based around some of the concepts that she explores in her kids' books. So, what can we expect if we head down to the Discovery Center? What will be? Is it a full sensory experience, Jeff? It is. Our brand of education is, non-traditional. It's informal learning. It's interactive, so it's hands-on and minds-on. You got to learn all kinds of stuff about farts and burps, vomit and pimples and bruises. You're gonna be able to use a fart machine. Listen to a fellow named Nigel Knows It All, and he can tell you all about snot and why you need it, why it's important to your body.
Well, it sounds, you know what, and I know that my 6-year-old nephew is coming to the city for the day, so if he's listening, he's probably going to be first in line, because man, oh man, I think a year ago he learned a fart was funny, and it's been just downhill since then.
That's right.
So, what's a fart machine, Jeff?
Well, a fart machine is where you can step up and take a look at what exactly happens in your body when you fart. Why does it happen? First of all, why does the gas even exist in your body? Why does it make a noise on its way out? And you can step up to the fart machine and try to make some interesting fart noises of your own.
I do this thing on this show where every once in a while I'll have a guest on and I'll just say, man, you have a cool job, but I don't think there is a job out there like yours.
Yeah, I consider myself pretty lucky. It's nice to be a part of something like this.
So, and this goes on every single day, or are there specific times when there are exhibits available, or can we show up just during regular Discovery Center hours and interact with this exhibit?
Yeah, it's open 7 days a week, and it's in our featured exhibit gallery on the first floor, so it's included with your admission. You can come and go all day.
Oh, that's great. How much does it cost? Is there a family pass kind of thing?
There's family rates. There's individual rates as well. I believe an adult can go for about $8 and a kid for about $7.50. So very reasonable, way less than an hour at the movies, and you can come and go all day, as I said. And
do some things that you probably aren't, and talk about things you probably aren't allowed to talk about at home or in public or when Grandma comes over or whatever.
That's right, and we encourage it to happen there. And we've got 2 other floors of interesting exhibits as well. So not just the Grossology, but all kinds of other stuff going on at the center as well. So what's the funniest question you've been asked so far by a kid? We get a couple of kids wondering how we simulate some of the smells in our smell machine. So there's a couple of different ones that you step up to and you try to guess which part of the body the smells come from. And they always want to know how we get those smells in the bottles.
And how do you?
It's all synthetic bacteria, so we know that smells are caused by bacteria. So we can culture the bacteria and put them into a container, then we simulate the smell of body parts.
It's funny, Jeff. I can't stop laughing. You know what? I think once a fart joke is funny, it's always funny, no matter how old you are.
That's right. We're finding that, spending about 10 or 15 minutes in the gallery, you'll get a little bit desensitized to that kind of stuff. And it's definitely a science in disguise exhibit. The kids do enough formal learning through the day and through the week, and we want them to come and have fun, but we want them to learn as well, and that's certainly happening. But it's behind the scenes. They're not realizing that they're learning, but they're definitely absorbing lots of information.
Well, and it's got to be, because when you're laughing about something and you're being lighthearted about it, you're probably more likely to remember what's going on, right?
Well, that's right. It's scientifically proven that kids retain more information, and adults retain more information too if they're in an interactive, if they're in a game style or something that's an enjoyable experience. They're gonna learn better than if they're reading from a book.
So maybe they'll learn the word flatulence instead of fart. Perhaps. And then you learn how to spell it, and then you just go from there, and it becomes a big, okay, perfect. Well, Jeff, you know what? Have fun today. When does the exhibit close, actually? It runs through March break, right?
That's right. It's open until May.
Oh, okay. I thought it closed in March. So perfect. It's all the way till the spring, so we can go back multiple times.
That's right.
All right. Jeff McCarron from the Discovery Center, thank you so much for teaching us about Grossology, and, make sure you have good nose plugs when you go to work today.
Exactly, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Farmer Choice, for presenting the exhibit.
Excellent. Jeff, have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Thanks. So doesn't that sound like just a lot of fun? I don't think I'll ever have an opportunity like that again on radio to say fart, burp, vomit, snot like I just did. It was actually kind of liberating. So anyway, I hope that you were intrigued by that, and I may have to borrow my nephew and take him just so that I can go, have an excuse to go with a kid, because it sounds like just a great exhibit. On until May. So if you're in Moncton or St. John, you're planning a bit of a road trip with the kids, that'll be a memorable exhibit. I can pretty much guarantee.